I want to be talking about loving yourself and appreciating all your achievements and just being grateful. So every month I want to be doing a series where I look back at the previous month and see all the highlights, see all the achievements I made, and which will help me to, plan for higher goals or just be better actually, and make myself feel better about myself. So today I will be looking back at the month of April, since May has just started, and I want to share with you guys some of the achievements I think I made. Okay, things which I just felt happy that I achieved or that happened, and also tips and tricks to success and how I got there. And I'm going to be talking about mostly blogging, but I'm sure you can apply this to any other profession or hustle or whatever you guys are into. For those of you who follow me on my blog or even here, because I put it a vlog, which I will also link, I attended Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, Cape Town 2017, this year. I attended as a media personality, which was just so amazing, guys. Like, you don't even understand how badly I wanted it and how shocked I was when I got it. So I want to give you guys like the breakdown and the lowdown of how I actually ended up there. When I was back home in Kenya in January or February, I saw that the Mercedes-Benz Fashion in Cape Town was coming back in March. Yeah, it was in January actually, so I saw that in January. So I was like, oh my god, I have to go, like I have to go. So I went to their website to just check it out, and I saw that they were looking for people to apply as designers, as models, as media. So I thought that this is a perfect opportunity to apply for media accreditation, so that I could attend the whole show as a media personality, and I could actually attend all the fashion shows. Like, it's usually like 3 days, so every day there's like 10 shows or something, 8 shows. Yeah, so I applied for media accreditation. So I read them like a whole proposal, and I sent them links to my blog and links to my blog post, and I gave them such a nice story about why I should be considered as a media personality. And then I waited. Gosh guys, I waited and waited and waited, and no reply. So this was like now maybe 2 weeks, no reply. I sent them another email asking if they'd gotten my first email, and then still no reply. But then I would still like all their stuff, and so this was, I think, like now 3 weeks. This was probably now like we're probably like in Feb, and I was seeing that this event is in March. So after that, I saw they had another application opening for interns. So I decided, even if I don't get to go as a media personality, I have to get that whole experience. Like, I don't even mind being an intern. And basically what interns do, they dress in like the uniform, the African Fashion International uniform, and they help people around, show people, show like the guests where to be seated, handle the tickets, do backstage work. So yeah, that's what I would do. So I applied for that as well, and then I was like, okay, fine, I have done my part, let me just wait. So like a week later, I get an email for media accreditation saying that they've accepted my application and they're gonna give me a number of tickets to a number of shows. And yeah, I was just, guys, I leapt for joy. Like, okay, wait, I'm actually very thirsty, so I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be back. A few days later, I get another email from the internship, the same internship I applied for the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, saying that I had gotten it as well. Okay, I hadn't gotten it yet, but they were calling me for an interview. So I was to meet this lady at the Protea Hotel in Cape Town. I think I even talked about this on my Snapchat. For those of you who follow me on Snapchat, you probably remember something like this, but I just didn't explain it in detail. So yeah, but you guys, you should follow me on Snapchat and Instagram, because I do post a lot about my life and stuff. So I went for the interview, and then because at that time I didn't know if I could do both. I didn't know which one I should take. I just didn't know, so I decided to go and like go for the interview. When I went for the interview, she interviewed me, blah blah blah, and said, so first she was like, it looked like she was going to offer me the job, and then I told her, but wait, I was also accepted I was given media accreditation, so I can actually attend the shows as a guest. So she was like, oh, if you got that, then I don't think you should be an intern, because interns should like go for that. That's a better opportunity, because anyway you get to mingle with the designers and all that stuff. Like I'll attend as a guest. The only difference was that I wouldn't get paid to go there as a media personality, or just get free media access and access to the media lounge and free food and drinks all night. But then as an intern I would get paid, but then I was just like, no, like I'd much rather the experience than the money, because I think the experience as a media personality was just so amazing. So yeah, it was but then it got cancelled in March. I remember that day in March I had dressed up and I was so excited. I talked about it on my Instagram, on my Snapchat, told everyone how I'm going for my Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. I get there and the show has been cancelled because the Cape Town winds were just doing the most that day. Yani guys, like Cape Town and its winds just have a problem. So the event had to be cancelled and it was postponed. So I was just so over it at this time. I was just like, after I wait for this thing for months and then they cancel the show, like honestly, who does that? So what happened, I think the show was postponed to 2 weeks, so I didn't even like bother reapplying or sending them a message asking if I can attend. No. So like 2 days before or a day before, they emailed me saying that I've been given media petition again. I was like, oh my god, this is a coming. God wants me to go for my Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. So they told me that I should just go and pick up my tickets on the first day of the show, and they told me that they were offering me tickets for just 6 shows. I didn't know I was gonna get to go for all of them. So when I get there on the day of the shows, they give me a media pass, which gives me like media access to all the fashion shows, like on all the days, and also media access to the media lounge to mingle with the designers, which gives you also, okay, that's also access to like a free bar with champagne all night long. It was so great, and like food and all that stuff. So I was so, gosh guys, I was so excited. I had an amazing time. And yeah, I think from that small little success, I got so motivated to work and to keep pushing, because I was just like, yo, things are actually looking up for my blog. So that after that, like I started getting like so many other deals. Okay, there's this company, an international company called Miss Fashion Week. It's called Miss Fashion Week, and it's an international, it's a global company, which is actually like a global contest. So every year they scout for models like all around the world, and then there's like the grand finale in Miami in December, and then one winner is picked. And last year, for the first time, they incorporated Africa into the whole contest, because trying to scout for African models, because I mean the melanin in this continent is just, you know. So they introduced it to Africa. So the company that's handling the whole competition in Africa is called Miss Fashion Week Africa. So yeah, last year, when I actually heard about it last year, I don't know how they got my email address. I think I can't really remember, but they got my email address last year and told me about the whole event and the whole contest, and they asked me to promote it on my blog or stuff like that. So I filmed a YouTube video actually on the beach promoting the contest and telling the models to apply. I will also link that right there so that you can go and watch it. So after I did that, I think they were so impressed, because it's not like they were even paying me to do this. I just did it. But let me tell you guys, in this career, before you actually start earning money, you just have to do the most. Like, just do it and submit it. Like, you never know where these things might get you to, you know. So that's what I did. I did this whole video. I was like working on the beach as a model, and then I sent it to them. I was like, yeah, I'm promoting your contest for you. So they were so impressed. They asked me to partner with them, and so they told me that they're gonna be having this like yearly. So okay, we said that we'd have a partnership and all that stuff, but things were never really actually formalized until this year. Like, I think a week after my Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, they sent me another email asking if I still wanted to partner with them. And so basically what I would be doing, I would be the South African agent. So I would be the one in charge of like judging the models here, like okay, like judging the models in SA and seeing who would go to for the finale, Africa finale in Nigeria. And I would also be involved with promoting. I'd also be involved with running the auditions for like the whole modeling thing. So it's like I will be doing a lot. So I was so shocked that they are like, out of everyone, like there's so many people they could have thought of, but they thought of me. So yeah, they sent me like a contract and everything, and we agreed on everything. So I just signed the contract yesterday actually. So I'm gonna be working with them for the whole of this year. So I will actually give you way more details of that contest very soon. So I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah. So that's another thing I'm so grateful for. What else happened? Yes, another thing, I was invited for this other event. So this event called, okay, this company called DecorX. I think it's an international company, yeah, but there's one in South Africa. There's DecorX South Africa. So it's like a home decor and lifestyle exhibition. So they go all over the world or continent, I'm not too sure, having exhibitions for home decor, for interior design, and you know, all that stuff. So they sent me an email asking if I wanted to go for the event as a media personality and promote it on my blog. And they also gave me tickets, like 4 tickets to give away to my followers to attend the event. So that was also really cool, like to get, like to be hosting a giveaway from such a company like DecorX. Wow. And then I attended the event. It was 4 days long, but I just went on one day. And I asked them if I could bring a media assistant. So I got my friend Sally, who helped me like post stuff all day, take photos, you know, network and all that stuff, which was pretty cool. So yeah, that's also an experience I'm like very grateful for. So this, you can see like these things are not like that, they're not that big, but they're just like little milestones that I'm just like, at least I can see this blogging thing is actually starting to work, and I'm so grateful. I did meet this photographer. I went for some dinner party one day after Safaricom Cape Town Jazz Festival. So during that whole weekend, there were like many dinner parties and stuff. So I was invited for one and I went, but I didn't go for the jazz festival. I just went for the after party. So I met this photographer there from Swaziland, and me and her just clicked like immediately. So we decided to have a shoot together. So we booked a studio, we got models. I was supposed to be the stylist and she was supposed to be the photographer. So we got models, I styled them, and all this. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm waiting for the photos to come out and I share with you guys. But from that experience, like, it was such a nice project that she showed it to like a few of her musician friends, and they were like, wow, the chick who styled this thing, like, we want her to work on our music video. So they called me up and they were like, they're actually Ugandan musicians, by the way. So they were like, yeah, you know, we want to shoot this music video in Cape Town, and it's going to be played on Channel O and MTV Base, and we want you to be the stylist. So I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited because I've never really done like, I've never done any styling like professionally, like, and gotten paid for it. So I was just so amped. So that's actually one of the projects for May. So that's gonna be one of my highlights at the end of May. I just want to give you guys like a few tips and tricks that I think, you know, that we need to have if you want to actually succeed in blogging or in any other profession. I think the first one is passion. Like, passion is just key, because you can tell I'm so passionate about like fashion and blogging and all this stuff. Like, I'm so passionate about it. So that's what makes me like keep going and keep going and keep going, even if like there are no returns, there aren't any returns yet. I just kept going and kept going. So you need to have that passion. You have to have determination to succeed. That's very important. You have to be determined to make it. Yeah. Is hard work. You just have to keep working hard. Like, you can't have mediocre work. And if you're told to promote something, do the most. Even if you're not told to make a video, make that video. If you're told to just put an Instagram post, even write a blog post, just do the most. And when they see that hard work, it really pays off. So yeah, so I'm just sharing with you guys like a few things that I thought worked for me. if this, I hope this actually helps some of you, by the way, especially bloggers and all of you guys who are like starting up and you think that it's so hard to actually, it's actually not hard, especially in South Africa. Like, I feel South Africa is very open to like African creatives. It's very, very open. I don't know how it is in Kenya, but from what I've heard or from what it seems, it's like it's only the big shots, the big bloggers and the big people who are making it, or who keep getting the new contracts and stuff in Kenya, when actually there's so many new bloggers who are so good. So that's why I love South Africa. Like, they give everyone like a chance. So yeah, if you guys have any more tips and tricks actually to help me in my blogging career, and please let me know. Leave a comment down below. And if this helped you, give it a thumbs up. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, guys. Just click that subscribe button. Just click it. I'm gonna be giving you guys so many videos from now on. Like, I have so many lined up actually. I have 2 vlogs that I'm gonna be releasing this weekend, and I'm shooting a video tomorrow with my friend Sally. So just subscribe. And yeah, that's it for me for today. Before I talk too much, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. If you guys want to achieve this look, I have a tutorial up on my channel, which I will link up above, so you guys can go and check that out and rock your faux locks. But then, you know, people still think these are my real dreads. Yeah, so I will link that for you somewhere up there.